Siping my tires today. Thought I would show, make a video of how a person can do this by themselves with just a grinder and the proper wheel. And there's not a hardware store for many hours away from where I live, so you know, if a person could go down to the Home Depot or whatever and pick and choose, I think they could find better blades than what I ended up using. But all in all, this is doing a good job. I have been pulling the studs out. You see they're smooth. They're not providing me any traction at all. My theory is pull the studs out in these holes, can pack full of snow, and snow provides good traction. Have you ever wondered why most shops do not want to stud a tire that's already been driven on? That little tiny hole there with that rock in it is where the next stud would go. In order for them to place the new stud in, that rock has to be removed. It's just a time-consuming pain in the butt for a tire shop. Now I'm removing these studs with the chainsaw file, sharp end obviously. It goes down in there and pops them right out. It's no fun to do, but it's not that big a deal either. So, after some trial and error, I started out using these, and while they worked, they made a nice little sipe actually, but just obviously they didn't stand up to the chore. They kept breaking. I went through my stash. I found I had this one here, and it was carbide. It was entirely gold when I started. It's worn itself down considerably now. It's made for a Dremel. My Dremel was not up to the task. That became apparent very quickly. So I was putting these in my cordless drill. This one actually worked all right. It was making nice cuts, produces a dry powder. It's actually cutting the tire. I could sit here with compressed air and keep everything clean, and it just didn't have any longevity to it. They're 20 bucks a piece up here. I was going to take a couple of them to do one tire, and it was also slow. Well, the other option, after looking around, that I found, I had a wheel. It's actually for a Dremel saw tool of some sort. Miter saw, it says, that I don't even own. I don't know why I had the wheel. But it is thinner than any of the cutoff wheels I had. It's kind of bulked up now due to all the rubber being on it. But it does a very fast, efficient job of siping these tires. Now, as opposed to doing it with a little sawzall thing, the Dremel tool. The Dremel tool, you can't hardly go too deep. It just, by the time you get very deep in these lugs, it slows it right down. This grinder, if you're not careful, you could definitely go too deep. But that also, you know, it just makes it a lot faster. Now this produces a lot of smoke, a lot of sticky tire, you know. Instead of cutting, it seems to be melting its way through these tires. All this is just sticky, gooey tire bits, you know, melted rubber. Yeah. So first thing, you know, I discovered is definitely want to wear disposable clothes. These will be tossed away. It just sticks into the cloth to quite a degree where I left them outside last night, thought I could wipe them off, and no. It did come off the rubber boots after leaving them outside, but makes a hell of a mess, makes a lot of smoke. I have a box fan set up right here, and the door open where it can blow the smoke outside for the most part. I'm also wearing a mask. You can see all the black particles on the mask. That was from last night. And I have a pair of glasses here I'm putting on as well. I would normally suggest a full face shield, or actually a respirator obviously would be the way to go. I don't have that. A face shield would be better than my glasses. I just don't want to ruin my face shield. This stuff doesn't want to come off the glasses either. So I'll set the phone up, make a few cuts, and just to show you how it's working. Grinder's a sticky mess. It'll get sprayed down with some brake cleaner, I'm guessing. See what's visible in the camera. Sticky gooey mess. But I think that's doing a really nice job. These are going to work. These are going to provide some good traction. I believe so. I don't, we'll see when we get them out in the ice. But I wouldn't do this with a brand new set of tires. But for a set of tires that was almost half wore out and just not providing me the traction I needed, give it a try. Worst thing that happens, it doesn't work, they fall apart, and I go buy a new set of snow tires. But again, this makes a heck of a mess. Place is smoking up in here. You see where my chair, all that black was just from sitting there last night and working on these tires. My hands were just, yeah, it was a difficult mess to clean up. Nice day out here today. I don't know, must be probably pushing noon, 11 for sure in the morning. The sun hasn't quite made it to the house. It's shining on the mountain over there. It'll shine here before the day's over, but not for much longer, another week or so, and it'll be gone for a couple months down here. A little breeze blowing, so it wasn't too cold this morning. It's 22 above or so. Finish this tire up and work on a snow machine and go play today.